please. He owns it. He claims it. There's no need to prove it.
It's okay. You'll come back tomorrow.
I tried digging up a bush yesterday. Big mistake. I saw a guy on TV yesterday. I swear he drew his beard on with a dull Sharpie.
Start spreading the news. Yeah.
Can a brother get a sandwich up in here or something? The cops and the firemen were kicking each other's butts.
Man, please.
Man, please.
Man, please.
Can we get on with it?
Hello, everybody. You're listening to the Man Please Show. I am your host, Trog, and I am very glad to be here today. It's March the 2nd, 2015. We're finally into March. We're on the home stretch. Ladies and gentlemen, winter is close to being over. I am so glad. You know, next Sunday, today's Monday, but next Sunday, less than a week, guess what? We go back to daylight savings time. I'm looking forward to that because, I don't know, there's, you ever heard of a thing called the winter blues? Man, I get it bad. And I know a lot of people do. It's frustrating. It's cold. You want to go out and be active. My son has been chomping at the bit to go play golf. But, of course, you can't go play. Well, you can. But you can't go play golf when there's snow on the ground. Although when I was in Colorado, we used to play in a softball tournament. I used to live out in Colorado Springs. We played in a softball tournament in the wintertime. And we would wait for it to snow. And then we'd go out, and it was called a snowball tournament. That was the most miserable thing I think I've ever done. But we did it for the fun of it. Nobody made us do it. Believe that or not, we actually did it because we chose to. But that's youth, and you know, that's a youthful decision. That is not a 53-year-old decision. I don't even like going out and taking the garbage out when it's snowing. But, you know, you get the winter blues, and it just, a lot of times, just puts you in a bad mood, right? There's all kind of reasons that people get into bad moods. And, you know, that's what we're going to be talking about today is bad moods. And I have what I think is a pretty good list of, I've got seven ways that can potentially help you get out of a bad mood. First, I want to mention a couple things. I always have to do this. I don't have to. I choose to do this at the beginning of the show. I'd love for you to go to my Facebook page. Those of you who are listening, go to The Man Please Show Facebook page and like my page. Check out some things. I got a bunch of funny photographs and little knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bones on there. And so go check it out and like the page. I sure would appreciate it. And if you get a chance, go to my webpage. I have a website, and it is simply called manplease.com. One word, manplease.com. And you know what? I don't think there's many people out there, unless they just don't know the expression, that haven't said, "Man, please, are you kidding me?" or "Woman, please." Come on. So that's what it's all about. You know, I'm a happy-go-lucky guy, but sometimes there's things that just make me say, "Man, please, are you kidding me?" When people make ridiculous statements, when weather people make ridiculous predictions. I am particularly hard on weather people and even news people because, you know, I went to broadcasting school and production technology. So I know what they're doing. And every time I see them mess up, I'm like, "Man, please, what? You got a bunch of interns up there working or something?" I think they do because I know they do internships. I actually did one, not at a TV station, but at a radio station. I did an internship at WSJS, which was kind of fun. It was more boring than it was fun. But yeah, if you get a chance, go like the Facebook page and check out the website, the Man Please Show, or manplease.com website. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, I want to throw out the the show's phone number. And this is a phone number that you can call right now, and you can you can talk to me. I can put you on the air, or you can just leave a message if you have a comment but don't want to be on the air. That number is 336-987-8667. Also, I want to throw a couple of shout-outs to a couple of loyal listeners that I'm very thankful for. I really appreciate the folks that listen to the show, support me, and encourage me. It's what keeps me going because, frankly, until I start getting paid for this is merely a hobby. But this is my aspiration to become a professional. I'd love to sell advertising. I have sold advertising on this show and ran the advertising back when Little M and Just Mike were on the show. We had an hour show. And we sold advertising, and we did pretty good. But Just Mike and Little M had to go finish their education and pursue careers that really offered them a future right now, so to speak. The Man Please Show is something that I'm just going to stick with until Donald Trump hears it and realizes just how much the world is missing the Man Please Show, and then decides to put it on the air. That's going to happen one day too. And yeah. So today's show is, and I advertised this, so we're going to stick with it. Today, there's 7 ways to combat a bad mood. Now, let me preface that by saying, if you're in a bad mood and you just don't want to get out of your bad mood, you're reveling in it, you're waddling in it, you're just, I want to stay in my bad mood, then none of this is going to help you. But if you're like me, because I do get in bad moods, just like everybody else that I know personally gets in a bad mood. And who knows what causes them? Anything could cause them. You wake up on, you hear terms like, well, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I'm in a bad mood. Don't you talk to me. Oh, don't talk to me until I get my first cup of coffee. Okay? There's, you can have somebody cut you off on the highway. You come home, you're in a bad mood. And you take it out on your family. Don't do that. That's not very nice. They didn't do anything. But I do empathize with you because I am guilty of it. I have done that. But in my life, I continue to pursue solutions to the things that embarrass me, things that I do that if I saw somebody else doing, I would be like, man, what a jerk. And so if you're the type of person that gets in bad moods and just don't care, hey, I'll get out of it when I'm out of it, man, then this probably won't help you because you're not looking for a way to get out of it. You're just, you're reveling in it, and gives you a good opportunity to bring up that thing that made you so mad about the television, which actually I have television issues too. I got rid of cable and started using these digital antennas to get local. I got Netflix. Frustrating, because these digital antennas, they work. When they work, it's a beautiful picture. When they work, they don't always work. They probably work half the time they don't. So it's very frustrating. It can put you in a bad mood. You eat the wrong thing. Ebenezer Scrooge, he ate a bad potato. Got him in a bad mood. He's always in a bad mood. He must eat a lot of potatoes. I don't know. So let me go over this. It says some days it seems like everything is just going wrong. And on these days, the world looks gray, bleak, and barren. And I understand that. Some days do look like that. Other days, I'm just in a bad mood and pissed off at the world. The day looks fine. I'm just pissed off at the world, and I can't figure out why. And here's the thing. You don't always have to understand why. That's not necessary. You don't have to psychoanalyze and figure out why you're in a bad mood, because really that's kind of a waste of time. Because even if you figure it out, well, I'm in a bad mood because somebody cut me off the highway. Well, you can't change that. You can't go back and get in a different lane so that they don't cut you off. So in a lot of cases, it just doesn't matter what's put you in a bad mood. And you don't need to know it to change it. And so there's 7 strategies that can help. And I emphasize can help. And like I said, you've got to want to get out of your bad mood. I do. I always want to. I hate being in a bad mood. I don't care what caused it. I hate being in a bad mood because I love the people around me. And, you know, I don't want to make those people around me, my loved ones, feel uncomfortable. But I'm a human being, and I have all these chemicals flowing through my brain like just unbelievable. You know, I say we as in me and most people like me, other than scientists, and don't understand what all these chemicals are doing and what chemical put me in a bad mood, or what chemical got me in a good mood. But the point is, you don't need to know that to get out of the mood. All you need is the desire to get out of your bad mood. If you have that, then you can accomplish it. You got to want it. But once you decide that you want to get out of that bad mood, you can. And here are 7 ways, 7 possible ways. There might be others. You might know of one. You might know how to get yourself. Some people, well, I just need to eat Cherry Garcia. I'll be in a good mood in a heartbeat. Or let me get some strawberry pie. Strawberry pie puts me in a really good mood. I love me some strawberry pie. All right, so let's get started. Number 1, get outside. Okay, and that refers back to cabin fever. Get outside. Being in nature can help to lift your mood and even lull your nervous system. For instance, this 2010 study found that forest environments promote lower concentrations of cortisol. And I think cortisol is a chemical that causes bad moods. It lowers your pulse rate, because when you're in a bad mood, your pulse is going crazy. Lowers your blood pressure. When your pulse is up, typically your blood pressure will rise as well. When you're in a bad mood and your blood pressure is shooting up. That ain't helping things. Greater parasympathetic nerve activity, which I think is the good mood, and lowers sympathetic nerve activity than do city environments. So get outside, and if you don't have if you don't have any woods or any kind of real outside, if you're in a city, it's kind of hard to do. So I would recommend do like something I've done. My house is not littered, but is full of plants. I love plants. I love flowers because they do make me feel good. And I'm one of those that believe plants are people too. I believe they are. Not literally, but figuratively speaking, plants are people too. They're living. Plants respond to your love. Plants respond to you as you take care of them, as you water them, feed them, and even admire them. Sit and admire. Just look at it. And I know this sounds kind of silly, but trust me on this. This is not silly. This works. Allow the plant to just allow yourself to enjoy the beauty of whatever plants that you have, and they